What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. So this season we ended up getting a new set of Warzone rewards, challenges, and rewards. This brings in 4 brand new camos as well as a mastery weapon blueprint. There's also other rewards like decals, stickers, animated calling cards, and more. And in today's video I'm going to show you guys the fastest way that you can complete them. But if you do find the video helpful or informative, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. A reminder, I did post a video yesterday going over the Reflect 115 animated camo and how you're able to claim that. So if you missed that video, I'll have it linked down in the description. But anyways, as you know, lately in Call of Duty there's been a bunch of lag. The lobbies haven't been any easier and everyone is sweating their heart out, especially with the season 5 update and the new level cap raise. But what if I told you I found the solution to all those problems, and that is LagoFast. It's a completely safe app that can't get you banned, used by thousands of players to reduce ping, improve gaming stability, and remove skill-based matchmaking. All you have to do is load up the LagoFast app, find Call of Duty, click on it, and watch it do its magic. It'll automatically pick the server for you using the intelligent recommendation server feature. In my case, the latency started at around 60 and dropped all the way down to 20. LagoFast also supports consoles, so if you've been lagging on PlayStation or Xbox, this will work for you. But my favorite part about LagoFast is the Easy Lobby 2.0 feature. This is a new feature that completely removes skill-based matchmaking, so you don't have to deal with those tryhards and those sweats. They also offer IP coverage in over 38 different countries, so you can pick the one that works best for you, or you can use the recommended server, which is the yellow one, that will give you the best experience. But if you don't believe me, they have a free trial, so you can try it for yourself and see if it works. And if you decide to get it, you can use code TRIDZO, and that gets you an additional 30% off for a limited time. I'll have the link down in the description, but a huge shout out to LagoFast for sponsoring today's video. Anyways, getting back into it, there's 4 sets of challenges that you're going to need to complete. These are combat expertise, you have cooperation, mobility, as well as redacted, and these are for season 5. Season 4 has its own set of challenges. The good news is you don't need to complete season 4 in order to start season 5. So if there's a particular camo in season 5 that you would rather have instead of season 4, you don't have to worry about those. You can actually start on that right away. There's no particular order. But the first thing that we have is the first set. That is the combat expertise set. The first challenge is buy loadout weapons in buy stations, and you're going to need to do that 15 different times. And once you complete it, you will unlock the prone patience large decal. The following challenge after that is to get headshot operator kills, and you'll need to get a total of 10. By completing that, you will get a new calling card called the trained and ready, and that's what the reward will look like. The third challenge that you have is to wipe out squads, and by doing that, you will unlock an animated emblem called the tracking target. And the last challenge in this category is to reach top 3 in Warzone, and that will unlock you the iron ore weapon camo, and this is a showcasing of what the weapon camo will look like. Not animated, doesn't look like it glows in the dark either. I remember in season 4 we had the royal helix that did glow in the dark, but in season 5 they actually ended up nerfing that, so I guess they have no intention of making these glow in the dark. Now let's talk about the fastest ways that you can get these challenges done. The first thing is I would recommend that you play most of these in plunder. The main reason that I recommend this mode is because it's so much easier. People aren't trying as hard, and a lot of these may require money, so you're able to get these challenges done that way. For example, buy loadout weapons in buy stations. It's super easy to collect money in plunder. You just run around, grab cash, grab GPUs, laptops, gaming consoles, go over to a buy station, sell them. I was actually able to knock this out in literally 1 match, so it's not that hard to do. You don't even really meet other players all that often, so you're able to do this without really getting bothered too much. And the reason why I'm making this video very early, before I even get to finish all of them myself, knowing Call of Duty, they're probably going to end up removing plunder next playlist update, so I want to make sure that you guys have the best opportunity that you can to actually play plunder. So doing the buy loadout weapons and buy stations, easiest way to complete that one. For the operator headshots, you can actually do this in any Warzone mode that you want. I would still recommend plunder because the people just don't try as hard there. But once you knock a player, you want to go up to them and get a headshot, which usually it's only the final elimination that will count. So if you knock the player with a headshot and then you body shot them, I don't think that will count. You'll need to make sure you knock them in any way possible and then run up to them and actually headshot them, and that's how it will properly track. The next challenge after that is to wipe out squads. Every single time you eliminate players in plunder, it actually wipes the squad out for you as well as your teammates, so make sure you have squad fill on. If you're really good at Warzone or you have a squad that you can play with, I would recommend you do the Superstore Resurgence mode because it's a hectic battle and you can always eliminate and squad wipe players a lot of times there. And then the last one is reach top 3 in Warzone. This one I would recommend that you just leave this one for last, because usually while you're completing these other challenges, you'll end up placing top 3 at some point, whether you do that in plunder, in Resurgence, or in Battle Royale. But going on to the next category that we have, this is going to be cooperation cooperation. The first challenge is to assist a squad mate in an elimination, and that will unlock you the top of the pyramid large decal. The following one is perform squad assembles, which I believe you need to do 5, and that is assist your team emblem, and that's the reward that you will unlock. The next one is kill operators pinged by your squad mate, and that is going to unlock you a calling card, which is animated, called the loot haul. And then the last challenge that we have is acquire $20,000 from squad mates and spend it all at buy stations in a single match, and that will unlock you the rose quartz weapon camo, which in my opinion is probably one of the best camos out of all 4 of these that we have. Reminds me a little bit of Black Ops 2, but this is what the camo will look like. Now, for the fastest ways to complete these sets of challenges, I would recommend that you go into the Superstore Resurgence for the assist of squad mates, put the squad fill on, and just follow your teammates. The battles, as I mentioned earlier, are very hectic. There's a lot going on there. All you have to do is just tag a player while they are fighting, and that will count as an assist. Another tip that always gets you an assist is if one of your teammates ends up knocking a player, just thirst them. As long as you thirst them, you will get an assist, and it always counts for some reason, even if you didn't do any damage to knock them in the first place. And that's how I found was the fastest way in order to get these assists. Should take you a couple games and you will get it done. Then the next one is going to be perform squad assembles. I would recommend that you go into duos and you just follow your squad filled teammate. Wherever they end up landing, just land directly on there. There should be a little symbol icon that will pop up whenever they land. Land directly there, and that will count, and you just got to do it for 5 different games. So if you don't want to play the game out, you can simply back out. It'll still count, and then go back and do it again. And that's the fastest way that I found that you can complete that. The next one is kill operators pinged by a squad mate. I would recommend you actually find someone to play with here. I would do duos or plunder for this one, and just knock a player down, have your friend come in and ping them, and then you eliminate them, and then that should count and track for this challenge. And then the last one, acquire 20,000 from squad mates and spend it all on buy stations. I don't think this will work for plunder. If it did, it would be way too easy. Let me know in the comments if that actually works, but I would jump into a game with a couple of friends. You can use my Discord. The link will be down in the description, or use the comment section if you need people to play with, and then just go into a game, collect cash, drop it for each other. You could do contracts such as bounty contracts or scavengers. These help you collect a lot of money. Drop it for your friend and then let them do it, and then you can also do it as well, and then you guys should all be taken care of that way. And then going on to the next one, this is going to be mobility. The first one is travel 500 meters using tactical sprint, and that will end up unlocking you a new reward for a large decal called the bullet train. The next challenge that we have is to use a redeploy drone beacon, which is called the RDB, and you got to do that 15 different times. That will unlock you a calling card called the Can I Get a Ride. The following challenge after that is visit 5 unique POIs in a single match. You will unlock an animated emblem called the cardio. And then the last challenge in this section is get an operator kill in 3 unique POIs in a single match, and that will unlock you the weapon camo all speed. Out of all the camos, I think this one would probably have the potential to glow in the dark, mainly because of the bright coloration that it has, but I still don't think it does. But this is what the camo will look like, more like a striped color. Going on to the actual tips and the fastest way to complete it. For the travel 500 meters, I ended up doing this one in Plunder at the same time that I was doing the buy loadout weapons for the combat expertise challenge. That way you're able to complete multiple challenges at the same exact time. And the tip that I would recommend is you set your settings to automatic tactical sprint always on, so that way you don't have to worry about pressing the button. You may end up forgetting. With that setting on, you'll end up completing this challenge and you really won't even realize it. But going on to the next one, which is called use redeploy beacons. This is actually a new field upgrade that they introduced in season 5. It looks a little bit different. This is exactly what it looks like. I tried to find it in Plunder, but I couldn't find it at all. So I would recommend that you do it in the Superstore Resurgence mode. It's available at every single buy station. There's a limit of 2 per buy station, but people don't really buy it because they're not really doing the challenge. But you'll want to buy that. It costs 3,500. You'll throw it down, and what you want to do is use it as many times as possible. You can actually reuse the same one every single time. I would recommend that you go all the way up, fly all the way down, and then do it again, and just keep repeating the process with that same exact RDB. And you'll need to do it a total of 15 times. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to do it all 15 times within the first one, so you'll need to come back and buy it a couple of times in order to fully complete it. But that's the fastest way that I have found in order to do this challenge. The next one, visit 5 POIs in a single match. According to many people, it's actually bugged right now and it's not currently working, but when it is, do it in Plunder, get a sort of vehicle, any type of vehicle will work, and just travel to different locations and then just keep going. And then that should end up being the fastest way. And then the last one, get an operator kill and 3 unique POIs in a single match. I would recommend you do this on one of the smaller Warzone Resurgence maps, maybe Rebirth Island or Fortune's Keep. Those would be the best ways. Land anywhere, get an elimination, go somewhere else, and just keep doing that. You can also play with the squad to try and get it done even faster. But going on to the next set of challenges that we have, these are the redacted over in the main menu of Warzone. They're going to be scratched off, so you won't know exactly what you need to do. But here's a list. Feel free to screenshot this. And the challenges are as follows. The first one is get 15 kills with a suppressor muzzle. By completing that, you will unlock the skeleton USB large decal. The next challenge after that is kill downed operators with a throwing knife, which I believe you're going to need to do like 10 times. And that will unlock you the private eye emblem. And then the next challenge after that is going to be activate 3 UAVs at the same time, and that I think maybe you have to do maybe like once or twice, and that will unlock you the feeling dimensional calling card. And then the last challenge that you need to do is complete a contract after the 3rd circle, and that you may need to do only once, and that will unlock you the DECIPHER weapon camo. And this is what the weapon camo will look like. So these are all the challenges. The tips that I would recommend: put the suppressor muzzle on your main loadout and just jump into Plunder, and while you're doing some of the other challenges, you'll find players, you'll eliminate them, and these will count. I wouldn't recommend you do this in Resurgence. It'll just take way too long to find your loadout or find a weapon with the suppressor. While in Plunder, you automatically spawn in with it. And then kill down players with the throwing knife. Just put the throwing knife on your loadout, and when you're going to thirst them with the throwing knife. So just knock a player and then thirst them. That's typical standard Warzone stuff that pretty much everybody already does. And then deactivate 3 UAVs at the same time. Just go to a buy station, collect your money. Once you get there, buy 3 different UAVs, and then just call them in all at the same exact time. And then you should be good to go that way. That one should be very easy to complete, especially in Plunder with all that cash that you can get. And then completing a contract after the 3rd circle. You won't be able to do that in Plunder, so you're going to have to go into a Resurgence mode, maybe Fortune's Keep or Rebirth Island, and then do it there. I would try to find a bounty contract. 99% of the time you call in a bounty contract, someone else will complete that contract for you, so you won't really have to worry about it too much. But these are all the tips that I have for you guys. Once you complete every single one of these challenges, which is a total of 16, you will unlock a mastery weapon blueprint for the Bruin MK9 called the Sports Icon, and this is what it looks like. So that's pretty much all that I got for you guys here in today's video. If you found the video helpful or informative, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's been your boy Chizo, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.